r/ask Reddit, what's the best way to pass the time at a boring desk job? I'm not sure it's the best way, but I open and close Reddit 87 times a day. Shoot for 88, I believe in you. Look at Reddit on phone. Lock phone. Try to go back to work. Open Reddit in browser. Close browser. Try to go back to work. Open Reddit on phone. That's enough big Reddit for now. Let's see what's new on smaller Reddit. Podcasts are a great way to pass the time, especially long episodes. Work on your personal projects. Just don't let your company find out because it probably says in your contract that anything you make during work time belongs to them. Stare at the wall and think about all the places you went wrong in your life. Plug it all into Excel and find areas you can improve. Eavesdropping. See how far can you listen when you focus. Bit off topic, but when I first got some noise cancelling headphones I took them on a flight. They were only in earbuds, but they were great at cancelling out the background engine noises on a plane, so even without music or anything playing, it's nice to just have them on. The fun thing is that people are talking louder than normal to get over that background noise, so you can quite often hear conversations from farther away. Even people who are talking to a partner sat right next to them. Also, no one suspects you're eavesdropping because you're wearing headphones. I have some over-ears and have noticed the same thing. They're designed specifically to cancel out those loud droning frequencies like jet engines, but they let through human voices just fine. I drink a lot of water. I walk to the water cooler constantly and to the bathroom just as often. The best part, it's good for you. I do this to then take the long way, i.e. go to another floor's bathroom, do a couple laps around the office. We're all in this together. Or move the water cooler close to your desk so you don't miss any water cooler gossip. Studies have shown that more information gets passed through water cooler gossip than through official memos. Read. I had a very boring job about 7 years ago, where I got my entire day's worth of work done in the first hour. So I downloaded the Kindle app for PC and read the entire Song of Ice and Fire series. Easy to click out of if someone comes up to you and doesn't really look like anything but a PDF or text. Use Alt+Tab to change quickly to a new window. I always keep email or an Excel doc behind what I'm really doing so I can switch back to that. I'm a software developer, but I am pretty fresh to the industry, so my company doesn't throw me a whole lot of work just yet. I've been learning to do some graphic design stuff on the side with the software that comes on my work computer. Shit, I actually stayed like 2 hours late last night because I was too deep into the stuff I was making. Whoa, Drew's working late again. Better not give him any additional work. I used to write at work a lot. At work. I I'm already tired of it. I can see why you stopped. I want to downvote you, but I can't downvote such sass. Try to automate it. Try to automate someone else's job. Automate your boss job. You're the captain now. You could start a romance with the office receptionist. That sounds like a great way to kill 9 years. I've never met anyone named 9 years. Please, tell me more. Audiobooks. There's a lot of them on YouTube. And your library. Find out what audiobook client your library is subscribed to. Most have Libby, others have RB Digital. Send inflammatory emails to addresses picked at random from the company directory. Will it be a superior, a subordinate, that suspicious looking guy with a nervous tick whom everyone suspected of bringing a hooker to the holiday party? What repercussions could you expect? Will Deborah file another sexual harassment lawsuit? Will Dan go on another breakroom bender? Will you be fired for inappropriate behavior? Promoted for being just the right amount of crazy? Regardless of what happens, you'll be in for an adventure. And what's more, you'll get some exercise out of it, too. Granted, it won't do much if you're trying to bulk up, but it's a great way to get your heart going. It'll also look like you're working if your boss comes in, so that's an added bonus. Boss, oh, you look like you're killing it today. That's what I like to see. He gets the notification and looks at it. Why did you just tell me to go duck myself? One of the things I like to do sometimes when I'm bored is Google bars and restaurants in other countries, look at their menus, and try to decide what I would get if I were going there. I find it to be a relaxing way to pass the time, and who knows, maybe one day I'll actually get to eat drink at some of those places. I love the idea of you going out with friends and being like, oh cool, I've never been there, then before the waiter has handed out menus being like, I'll have the roasted fennel, quinoa and piccolo pepper burger and a bottle of the Jeffrey Chambertin Rupert et Fils. Read a book. I realize you can't hold a physical book at work without getting noticed. I load my EPUB files into Google Books and use the web interface to read. I also use the virtual desktops in Windows 10 and a button my mouse I programmed to quickly switch between my work desktop and my goofing off desktop. It doesn't hurt that I'm in a private office. No one can see my monitor, and I'm double as the IT guy, so I know no one is spying on me. I had a job for a year where I could get about a week's worth of work done in a couple days, but the internet at the office was locked down to most websites. After watching S1 of GOT, I had to read it, so I found PDFs of the books and read all 5 on my computer. Learn some skill or software that can help you. I'm an IT, and when I don't have anything to do, I just start a small sample project in a language or a framework I'm not familiar with. I'm not aiming at building something amazing, but getting familiar with different technologies is always a plus. Man, I would kill for free time at work. So much shit I could accomplish. Duolingo, podcasts, Reddit, artistry. I would never run out of stuff to do. Yeah, you say that now. Being bored at work isn't what it seems. I feel like my brain is losing its ability to function at a higher level a little more every day. Learn to play D&D or any other pen and paper roleplay. Think up campaigns for it. Draw maps. Invent enemies or NPCs. This can take ages. I've recently discovered map making sites. I'm in the process of mapping out the campaigns I've been making while filling my work time. Depends. I'm basically at a desk job that is in the middle of a hardware store. My computer has no speakers, so videos are worthless. Finding interesting things to read on the internet is fun, or just finding funny subreddits or interesting things on here is about as good as it gets. I personally keep a coloring book on slow days. Work. Get out of here. Which ear bullshit. I learned to use Photoshop to pass the time. I got good at my job and was lucky enough to have a wall behind my desk, so I just got 95% of my work done in the first hour and then browsed Reddit, watched YouTube whilst doing the last 5% over the course of the day when someone was nearby. I eventually realized I was wasting my life, quit my job, and moved to the other side of the planet to become an English teacher. Duck desk jobs. My go-to is either 2048, word searches, or crossword puzzles. Comment on relatively new Ask Reddit threads. Post history can confirm. Finding a less boring job. You spend most of your waking time there. It is worth the effort to not hate what you do. Night class coursework or reading also works. But I make so much money, I'm honestly okay with a boring job. I just kind of wished it was acceptable to goof off when there is no work. But no, you have to find a way to hide it and pretend you're busy. I once watched Parks and Rec on my phone. I just hid it way back in my cubicle. I'm not allowed to have any electronic devices besides my work computer, which is carefully monitored. I work with sensitive data, so for a long time I've just been drawing in sketchbooks and on post-it notes when I'm bored at work. It's amazing how fast your art skills will improve when you draw every day. Spend the time searching for a newer, better job and learning new skill sets to add to your resume. RuneScape. Some of the answers to this question make me realize that we probably have capacity to be producing 3x more as a planet than we currently are, but instead, Reddit. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.